Ladies, gentlemen, children of all ages, as you guys know, the Season 4 update has been crap. I made a video yesterday about it on Inkslasher, and I've got another one coming today about Warzone over there and the solo debacle. But as we know, the exclusive ace, he does a predominant focus on multiplayer. And he made a video saying, and I love the title of this, Season 4 broke the game and the community, because that's exactly how I'm seeing it as well. And I'm very curious what he has to say about it. Traditionally pretty positive when it comes to Call of Duty, but obviously we know this video won't be. So let's hear it.
What's up guys, my name is Ace, and the launch of Season 4 for Black Ops 6 has been awful. They completely broke the game in a lot of ways. I feel like this type of video is becoming a recurring series on the channel now. After every update, we've got to make the video about everything they broke, and this time around, they broke a whole lot more than they fixed or improved.
They broke like everything. Like literally, it's impressive how much they actually broke. Like they literally seemingly matchmaking, like lobbies, the way that players like are displayed in the lights.
The game right now is in the worst state I've seen it in since the game launched.
Worse than when it launched.
Let's go over some of the general issues that people have been experiencing, myself included, for many of these at least.
Do you know what's wild? Do you know what's wild about this? With everything that broke, what did they add? They didn't add anything.
First one is lots of crashing. I'm on PS5. I've been crashing quite a bit, even in custom games where I'm just trying to get some testing done for my gun guides. I've been crashing like crazy, having to restart my app constantly. A lot of PC players also seem to be having a lot of issues with that. On top of that, server issues, there's been a ton of these.
Warzone's
and while they stated that they stabilized and improved these yesterday, the day of the update, that didn't appear to be the case at all.
They were worse yesterday than they were the day of the launch, and I put that, the live footage of that in my video.
It seems to be just as bad as it was right at launch. I've also noticed a lot of menu lag, like just navigating through the menus. There's a little bit of a delay on that, and therefore all my muscle memory is thrown off while navigating the menus because I'm pressing buttons faster than the menus are able to keep up with. And before it was working just fine, but now I have to like pause and wait for things.
Did you ever think in all your time that Call of Duty would not just lag in-game, in the servers, but in the menus? Did you ever think it was possible?
Things to happen before pressing those buttons, so that's obviously frustrating as well. Then after that, something I've been noticing is once again having extremely long matchmaking times. So it takes several minutes to get into a lobby for me. Even when searching for game modes, it should be highly populated, like the Season 4 Mosh Pit, for instance.
So that should be that was the first thing that I played on launch day, and it took me about 3 minutes to get into a game, which does it. Like some people might be, oh, that's not that long. You're playing like a multiplayer. Dude, play Marvel Rivals. Play like any of these games. 5-second matchmaking. Like if that.
One of the most highly populated modes at the moment, because it's the new content, the new maps, and most people want to come check that out. It's been taking me several minutes to find a game, only to find a very high tier lobby with a very high ping. And it may be wrong, but this leads me to believe that SBMM has been completely cranked up again to the point where skill is 100% king right now. Matchmaking times are irrelevant. Ping is totally irrelevant. Because I've also been seeing pretty consistently more than triple the ping that I'm capable of getting on the COD servers.
Wow.
So that part alone, even if there weren't any issues, is frustrating enough to deal with. Then for some more focus bugs that a lot of people have been experiencing, player levels and icons oftentimes aren't showing up properly in the lobby. Sometimes it's fine, other times it's not.
So this is the one that I was talking about when I said that the lobbies themselves were broken. I think he's going to show them here.
And this is what it looks like. I've been seeing this pop up quite a bit. A lot of people have been speculating that this was intentional to prevent people from backing out before the game starts. They don't want you to see the player levels on the other team and perhaps scare you away. However, I don't think that's the case. This apparently has been a bug in the past that people have seen throughout the game's life cycle, but it wasn't nearly as widespread as it is today. I'd never seen this before this update.
Neither had I.
But because of that, that does lead me to believe that this is more likely an unintentional bug, but still a frustrating bug nonetheless. After that, in the game itself, player icons are not displaying properly for a lot of people, and it appears to be especially bad for the people that have the icon only setting in their HUD settings, where it doesn't show the name, it just shows the icon above their head. That appears to be totally broken after this update. Also, players are unable to edit their loadouts mid-game. It's often causing apps to crash entirely, or it just doesn't work at all. People are still spawning in with the wrong loadouts when in the game, and other persisting issues are around, like the platform icons. They're still not accurate, even though there was a fix scheduled on the Trello board, and it's been scheduled for quite some time. Apparently that didn't make it through with yesterday's update. I've also seen reports from ranked players. Apparently they messed up the map and mode rotation, so they're playing maps and modes that aren't meant to be in competitive play. And that's just a handful of the main bugs and issues that I've been seeing present. Obviously, the big ones are the crashes and the connection and server issues, because that's making the game unplayable for a lot of people. And it's just been so frustrating.
I started streaming yesterday. I didn't put this in my video. I started streaming yesterday at about 9:30, and my stream ended at like 10:40 because I played 2 games of Warzone, and then I couldn't play. Like, I literally could not get into a game. Like, literally, the game was unplayable. Literally.
Trying to play this game and even just do some basic testing on this game since the update hit. Overall, I really like the core gameplay of Black Ops 6, and I was actually enjoying it quite a bit right up until the Season 3 Reloaded update.
Yep.
But since then, it seems like it's just getting worse and worse with every update, and it's really becoming unbearable to play. And I mean, even when I manage to avoid all of these bugs and crashes, and things are technically running smoothly, I just find it far too draining these days and frustrating to wait several minutes to get into what feels like a ranked play lobby in public matches with more than triple the ping that I'm capable of achieving. Now, if I play enough, I will get the odd pity match here or there that I can upload to YouTube, but more often than not, that's been my experience. Unless I party up, in which case the matches then become way too easy to the point where the enemy team just all backs out and we're chasing 2 guys around spawns all game. And as I said, it's just getting totally unbearable to play. There is very little fun to be found mixed in with all of the frustration that comes with that. And one of the most disappointing parts about all of this is the update itself wasn't a huge leap forward with a bunch of really...
Thank you, Ace. I was wondering if he was going to say this. I was going to actually say, I wonder if he's going to talk about the actual content or what they broke. Because I completely agree with what he's saying right now. There's nothing new in this update. The new game mode is kill confirmed with lives. That's it. The new events that are coming, not even out yet, are XP events and pick up off the ground events. Boring as hell with lackluster content. There's new weapons, which is good. There's new maps, which are all right. I don't think any of them are amazing. I think I like the power hydroelectric one the best. But the season's supposed to be 70 days, and I hope he says something about that, so I'm going to let him go.
Amazing changes and big overhauls to systems and a bunch of new features added. I would be at least a little bit more understanding of a bunch of new bugs popping up if it were a massive update like that. But this was basically a content drop with a small handful of intended bug fixes, and yet they managed to break so much more than they improved with this one. And in addition to all of the bugs and issues, one of the things I noticed right away when getting into the menus is there are now more ads shoved in our face. When selecting your weapon now, when you select the gun that you want and then you want to select which build of that gun you want to use, the top option on that list is an advertisement for all of the bundles that you could buy that feature that gun.
The top one, not at the bottom, not off to the side, the top one right front and center.
And I already found it annoying enough that every time you log into the game, you have that essentially pop-up ad shoved in your face showing you the new or featured bundles that you can buy. Because this is a full-price AAA game. I shouldn't have to be dodging in-game ads like it's a free-to-play mobile game. And now we have even more layered on top of the ones that we already had.
And I wish I said this in my video yesterday after I uploaded it. No one even commented this, but I wish I said it. I need to get like a less squeaky chair. I wish I said this. The game feels as though, this is why I said like it's embarrassing. It feels as though when you log into it, you didn't pay $70 for this game. It feels as though this is a free-to-play game and you're playing a free-to-play game and you're going to get ads for all of the microtransactions. The first thing that pops up when you go into game isn't, oh, play this new game mode. It is, oh, buy the battle pass. It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing.
This is proving to be a real slippery slope situation. Like, what's next? Are we just going to have random pop-up ads while we're sitting in menus or navigating through menus? Or who knows? Maybe in the gameplay itself, we're going to start having some pop-up ads for bundles that you can buy. I get that on one hand, you want to ensure players that are aware that there are bundles that can be purchased.
It's funny that you say that because that already exists, because in a kill cam, you can actually wish list the item that someone is using in said kill cam. So actually that ad in game already exists.
They make a lot of money doing that. But this should absolutely be done in a way that doesn't interfere at all with menu navigation or the gameplay experience for the players. And putting these additional ads in is bad enough either way, but it's extra frustrating to have this forced on us in addition to such a horrible update that makes the general game experience so much worse. Most Call of Duty games tend to get a little bit better as the year goes on. Maybe with some
Modern Warfare 3 is a great example of that. The game got better as it went on, and yeah. And I have an idea as to why and what is going on here, but I don't know if I want to say that right now. I might do a separate video in and of itself on Ink Slasher, more documentary style on that one. So I'll leave
stumbles
it for now.
along the way,
If he
but
says
they
it,
generally
I'll,
trend toward
hop
being
on
a
board,
better game as the year goes on. And normally with a Call of Duty game, it ends up in a much better state at the end of its life cycle than in the first month of its life cycle, for instance. But lately, it seems like we're going in the opposite direction with Black Ops 6. It doesn't feel like they're making some minor stumbles as they're slowly getting better and better. And this isn't a 2 steps forward, 1 step back situation. It feels much more like they're using Omni Sprint backwards while throwing glitter in our face and asking us to pay for it. So right now, despite the fact that I like the core gameplay
Nailed it.
so much more in Black Ops 6 than many of the recent Call of Duty games we've had, like Modern Warfare 2, for instance, I'll take Black Ops 6's gameplay over that any day.
I agree with
but
that.
unfortunately, that great gameplay experience is in shambles at the moment due to all of the issues that are present, as well as just how they've been managing the franchise overall. And at the moment, it really feels like a new all-time low for the franchise in general.
Yep.
It seems there is very little positivity left in the community. The state of the franchise is overwhelmingly negative, at least with the vocal group online, which I understand is a vocal group, and I'm sure there are a bunch of highly casual players out there that don't talk about the game online that are having a good time with the game still, despite all of
I don't think so. I think Ace is wrong on this one. And normally I would completely agree with that. But when you can't even play the game, how would a casual person be enjoying it? They come back to play Season 4 because that's what casual players do. They come back when the updates come out, right? So the casual player comes back and they log in and they play a game and it crashes, and they play another game and it crashes, and then they have to wait 5 minutes in a queue to get into a. That's not enjoyable. They're not going to be staying. So I actually disagree with that here. And then the fact that we're not getting another big update for a month, and then that's Season 4 Reloaded, and I've seen they showed us the content for that, doesn't look great. And then we have Season 5 in the beginning of August. What are we doing?
the clear issues that I'm sure they're experiencing as well. But at the moment, it's feeling really rough to be a Call of Duty fan right now. So where does that leave me? Well, don't worry, I'll still be getting all of the content that you guys expect from me on the channel, like all of the breakdowns of the new content, gun guides, all of that kind of stuff. I'm still going to be doing my job, of course, and providing that content that you guys look for from me. However, I do plan on taking a step back from playing the game, and I'm only going to be playing the bare minimum that's required to do my job.
I don't know if I'm going to be
At the end of the day, it's still a COD-focused channel. The majority of my audience is here for Call of Duty content, so I will continue to provide that content.
If Arc Raiders drops next weekend, which you probably already saw that video today on this channel, we're probably going to be playing that a lot.
But also I plan on taking this time to branch out a little bit more, try some other games out, and you may see at least a little bit more content from other games mixed in on the channel. So if that's what you want to see from me, if you guys are sick of seeing Call of Duty content and you want to see me branch out, I'd really appreciate the support on those videos, especially when I do branch out, as they're likely to naturally perform much worse than Call of Duty content on a Call of Duty channel, of course, as expected. But the better those other videos do, the more likely I'll be willing to continue branching out going forward.
Yeah, that's the way everyone
That's
feels
where we're
about
at
it.
with everything today. Season 4 has broken a lot of people, understandably so. The
Community's
game and
broken.
franchise in general is in a terrible place right now. Despite the fact that there is a good game under there somewhere, it's just finding that good gameplay experience has become more and more rare. Those are just my thoughts on Season 4 so far, and this is where I want to hear from you.
And that's where he wants to hear from me. All right, I got you. That's basically what I've heard in comments, is people over and over again saying, this game could be good. The Omni movement, I actually enjoy it. The way that the maps flow are okay. We have a lot of small maps, and they've added some more bigger maps, and the game base feels good. But why have they only added in like weapons as score streaks? Why are the servers getting worse and worse? Why does skill-based matchmaking every time they add an update feel more and more strict and more restricted? Why am I lagging on a regular game? Why are my menus lagging? And why do I have advertisements as the first thing I can click on? They are burying that body that is the good gameplay so deep underground that to get it, it needs to rain so hard on a day that your internet connection is so messed up, or you play with someone in your party who is so bad that you actually get a good gameplay experience, and then it's not even doesn't even feel real. I get what everyone is saying, and we are there. This is the most broken I have seen the community maybe ever. I think maybe ever.